Today I'm going to be working on a 2002 MR2 Spyder.
The truth.
Alright, so this should be a pretty quick video, but I actually need to replace the battery on my MR2. So first things first, let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Get my little lever down here. There it goes. That way we can actually get access to our battery. I've been trying to have it on a trickle charger, and it just not getting there. It says it's at 12 volts, but then when I go to crank it over after leaving it on for a few days, it just goes click, 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 click. So it just tells me that the amperage isn't there. I have checked my fluid levels, and they are full. So it's just, this battery is pretty old. January of 21, and it's now March of 24 now, so 3 years. So it's kind of about that age. I know they're usually about 5-ish years before they start going, but it's all good. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to start by taking off the positive and the negative, get those both disconnected, and then I'm going to work on this little bracket. Now mine are 10 millimeter, but double check your own, just because they may be different. Once you get them off, just kind of tuck them out of the way. That way they don't like interfere with anything. All right, next we're going to be taking off this little bracket right here. Now, at least my style bracket, it does just kind of hook on there and just kind of turn to the side, and that's what holds it in back there. And then the rod just kind of sticks up through here. So I'm going to get that rod out of the way too. It should be just like a J-hook on the bottom. I haven't actually looked yet. But if it is, you just kind of twist the J-hook and pull it straight up. Well, it's definitely not a J-hook. It's got some kind of bracket underneath. So I'm just going to leave it in place, kind of scoot it out of the way. But now we can actually lift our battery and get it out of the way. Now on my car, I do have the ram air intake feeding in from the intake on the side of the car here. So it's a good time to inspect your air filter, see if it needs to be changed out. Mine's a little dirty, but it's not terrible. So I'm going to leave it in for now. All right, I've got it loaded in the back of the SUV. So let's close the trunk, and we're going to get it down to the auto parts store. Curious on what's going on with that little Jetta, but looks like they got the front suspension all ripped apart. Alright, at the auto parts store, let's go get our battery. Alright, new battery in the car. Let's get it home. Alright, now that I'm back home, let's get this battery in the car. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy into the MR2. I'm going to go ahead and attach the battery hold down on first before I hit the connectors. Well, this might be fun. Looks like the battery hold down, or the old battery is just slightly shorter than this current battery. So I may have to modify my battery hold down just a little bit. Alright, so I just ended up modifying this one a little bit. I put a slight bend in it here, and then I flattened out. This used to bevel up, because it used to be facing down this way. So now I just flipped it this way, so the rod's going to come up this way. Alright, after getting this guy good and secure, I'm going to go ahead and take these little these little plastic caps off my battery. And we're going to start hooking up the positive and negative lines. Now keep your key fob close, just in case when you connect these positive and negative terminals, your alarm doesn't go off, you can just turn it off right quick. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten them up. And of course, put whatever cover you have back on your positive terminal, just so it doesn't arc out. Now, because I only drive this thing every once in a while, I am going to be using this kind of a trickle charger I got from Harbor Freight, just to keep the battery, charged enough that I don't have to worry about it dying and becoming too dead to even keep it charged. So, if you don't have one of these, I suggest picking one up. I think this one is like $30 at Harbor Freight, so you can get a relatively cheap one if you just need it to just kind of trickle charge and keep your battery charged up. Now, if you have any questions or comments about putting in a battery on an MR2, just hit me up in the comment section below and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. If you enjoyed any of the background music that's in any of these videos, check out the artist's SoundCloud. I put a link in the description.